All right, we're going to get a little dirty now, Monique. You ready?
Right, good and shady.
Yeah, 10:14. Time for some Celebrity Dish. We have our co-host, another co-host, Head Crack, joining us now live from the ATL. Hi, Head Crack. Say hi to Monique. Oh, we can't hear you.
Good morning, ladies. Hello,
go.
Monique. How y'all doing this morning?
Hi, how you doing?
We are good. Tell us about Safari trending over a sex tape and possibly leaking it.
Well, it's a jungle out there, and last week, man, people had a sight to see because allegedly Safari is being accused of leaking his own sex tape with his current girlfriend, Kimbella Matos, and he took to Twitter threatening legal action against whoever leaked the sex tape. But to quote the classic Michael Jackson song, you might want to start looking at the man in the mirror, because Erica Mena, his ex-girlfriend, also says that he is the culprit behind it as well. She said, can you even sue yourself and your paid partner if you both were the ... never mind. Did y'all see it?
I didn't see the tape, but I've heard about it. And I can definitely agree. He probably leaked it. Like, that's just too obvious. He just wants some attention.
Well, it's working.
He's getting the attention. And from what I hear, according to, shout out to Dee Carter from the morning show, because she said that when she saw it, his pictures aren't measuring up to what the video showed.
Oh.
We'll just put it that way.
Oh, well, that's some serious
I started to
tea.
see the term meat fishing on the internet, and I didn't know what that was. I didn't know if they was like having like a fish-cow hybrid, and then when I found out what they meant, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, to quote another Michael Jackson song, maybe he should remember the time. Maybe he just simply forgot the activities, and we gotta, I don't know. He made the news, and if that's his aim, he succeeded.
Right, and I don't even know why would you even leak something like that if you're not at your ultimate best. Let's just put it like that. Like, he should have just kept that to himself.
As men, we know when we're in our best shape. You don't take pictures of it when you just get out the pool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure the lighting is right, aspect ratio, all that good stuff.
And stay away from gray sweatpants if you can help it.
Right.
Yeah, lots of little notes that people can follow. All right, Sherri Shepherd, I'm happy for her in this new show, but it seems like every time she talks about it, there's some drama related to Wendy.
Absolutely. I mean, people are going to make those obvious connections because, Sherri Shepherd is getting some of the time slots that were once occupied by Wendy Williams, even using the same production company. But she wants to let you know this is a different show. She said, I'm all about positive energy. I'm about joy. I'm about kindness and laughter. Anyone that knows me will tell you that. And her show is going to be a celebrity-friendly environment. And, if anybody's been watching Sherri Shepherd operate over the past few years, and even recently on Dish Nation, you know that she's a light. You know what I mean? She ain't coming through to have that aha gotcha moment. You know what I mean? She's there to have a good time and make sure people have fun while they watch her show.
What do you make of this, Monique? People thinking that she's shading Wendy by saying...
I don't think she's shading. I've met Sherri several times. She is the sweetest person ever. She's full of life, full of love, full of laughter. And I feel like at this point, it doesn't really matter what she has to say. They're going to keep comparing it because of the way things went down when it came to Wendy. So her speaking about how she's not a mean person, she's really just speaking her truth. She isn't a mean person. She's very lovely. And I feel like once her show airs, people will finally stop comparing the two. They're both two beautiful black women in their own lanes. Just let them do their thing and stop pitting them against each other.
That's what I hate about the whole thing. And you're right, you're both right. She's not new to this, she's true to this.
Yes,
she's been in television and in comedy for a very long time. She was a co-host on The View. She knows a thing or two about television. I think it's going to be a success, and people should at least give her the chance to host a show and do her thing. All right, The Real Housewives expanding to Africa, Head Crack?
It's almost like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but for reality TV. Now, the new franchise is taking us to two amazing places in the motherland. One is going to be Nairobi, and that's going to be in Kenya, as well as Pretoria, South Africa. And they're starting a 14-part series right now in Pretoria, and they're going to start filming in Nairobi starting in September. So this is just expanding an already popular brand and just getting new famous faces out there for the rest of the world to see. I know there has been some rumblings and grumblings that maybe Portia Williams may be a part of this Nairobi or Pretoria franchise. Actually, I just made that up, but it sounds,
I was about to say,
not too far from the truth.
She would be in Lagos.
Yeah, she would definitely be in Nigeria.
What do you think as a former
if they
Real
started
Housewife?
to take, But if they started to take people from the popular franchises and using them to expand the brand, I think that would be smart, though.
Yes. It is definitely a smart move. I'm just a little skeptical. I just want to make sure that they embrace the culture and show what truly goes on in the different regions that they will be in the continent of Africa. I think that it's about time. Because the biggest complaint in the Housewives community has always been the lack of representation for Black women. It's like you have Atlanta, you have Potomac. So now going to Africa, we expect to see a lot of melanin. You know, so I think it's a great thing. I just hope that they execute it properly. That's just my biggest concern. But like you said, they had Phaedra, I heard, was on Dubai, making an appearance. That's a beautiful transition. So I think that would be a smart move.
Briefly, I know you turned down the Ultimate Girls Trip.
Yes.
Would this version be enough to make you go back to the franchise?
Is Bravo shooting it?
If they go in, if Bravo's involved,
it's a no for me.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
That's a no-go. So don't even ask. Don't even ask. Thank you so much, Head Crack. It was fun per usual.
Much love, y'all.
All right, take care. Just a reminder, you can catch Head Crack and the rest of the Dish Nation team weekdays at 2:30 only on Fox 5+.